welcome back to another video. Today I'll be having a quick look at the Sav 20.12.48, which was recently re-released in the Swedish Grand Prix at 3.7 as a premium vehicle. Now what makes this thing really special is of course the gun. I mean, it has a 1.2 second reload, it has excellent APHE, and it also has a backup HE shell in case you face SPA or even actually the occasional heavy tank, because it actually does have a decent amount of penetration. Now, of course, this thing here, the gun isn't actually the only thing that's good about it. On top of that, it also gets a really good horsepower per ton ratio. It also gets really good reverse gears, and you know, it's also really maneuverable, so you can kind of like run around the place and act like a little goblin, I guess. The only problem, of course, is that you'll get strafed really easily because you're an open top here. Artillery is also a threat. And actually, another fun fact about it is that your commander can just get machine gunned by 7.62s. So that's also something that you should pay attention to, because, you know, you don't want to lose a lot of crew. Today, I'm going to be running around in it. Actually, before I start, I'm actually going to show you my stats in it before the video begins, just so that you know that I'm not trying to scam you or anything. Currently, I have a KD of 8 in it with a 90% win rate. You know, that's not normal. I mean, sure, I may have higher win rates than the average player, but you know, 90% with an 8 KD is definitely not something that you see on every vehicle that I have, and this just shows that this thing is extremely powerful. But yeah, I guess you'll be able to see how powerful it is in the upcoming video. Alright, for our next battle, we are here on Rhine, or actually our first battle. Now, Rhine is, of course, so this is actually quite an interesting configuration where I can kind of just look down this road and kill people, but not when I'm on the move though, because admittedly I kind of hit a hill there. And there we go, we'll just stabilize ourselves, and that AMX-13 there definitely wasn't as lucky, so he got killed there at the start. And this Sav here is also being very optimistic, and oh, that is also very optimistic. Luckily I can just go through his turret, so there was no issue with that. This guy here seems to be having a bit of issues dealing with a T-34, but it looks like he has solved them now. And there's still another tank right here though, so we're definitely going to have to go try and deal with that. But it looks like there's at least one Dicker Max maybe, or Stura Emil or whatever. And you know, we're going to deal with him as soon as he pushes around. But I guess in the meantime, there is no need to move around. Oh, that is not good. The Sav next to me has died to something. We'll just get rid of that guy there. We know we can overpressure him. Is that a tank right there? No, it isn't. It's dead. So I am just going to try and retreat right now. This thing has got a pretty good reverse gear, so it's actually really good at sort of retreating in case you need to. So that's really nice. But what's not so nice is, admittedly, I don't know what killed that Sav. So, oh, never mind. There it is. I don't really see him though. So you know what? I'm just going to retreat here. And maybe go from behind these buildings right here, because, you know, I don't want to re-engage from the same location in a very unarmored vehicle. Alright, now we do see a T-34 there. Went kind of behind here because I'd expected him to go somewhere else. But there we go, there's that kill. I can't see anything. Luckily, I can get rid of that KV-2. Or not KV-2, KV-1 before he, runs away. I'm gonna try and go a bit closer to the spawn now, which, you know, isn't exactly the most ethical playstyle, but, you know, there's nothing really else for me to do. I don't really want to go to the B point right now. It's too crowded for me over there, and I think there are plenty of tanks for me to deal with right in this area. Oh, that is a Sherman. I barely noticed him there because of the engine noise of the friendlies, but we have now gotten rid of him. That's another tank. We're not going to make that on time though. So yeah, sometimes I do wish I had a turret, but you know what, maybe even a turret I wouldn't even make turret traverse, so it's fine in the end. And I also just missed another opportunity to shoot him, so I guess the blame's on me now. So yeah, perhaps we can go hunt him, but you know what, that's not so smart. Because yeah, I don't know, this is right in front of their spawn, and I think if we just sit here, we'll get enough kills anyway. Alright, now we do see a Panzer IV here, but he doesn't really see us. Maybe I can just like try and bait him there. No, he's a really smart player, so I can't bait him. That's not so good because, you know, he knows exactly where I am. Sadly, the APHE doesn't trigger there. So it's, you know, a bit unfortunate, and it looks like now I'm gonna get strafed by a plane, so I'm gonna either have to try and hide behind this building and repair my breach, or just hope that that plane kind of forgets about my existence. Alright, there we go. We have repaired. That's the good news. The bad news is that the Panzer IV is still very cautious about my existence, so I may just like send it into this area and hope for the best. Although, ooh, I could have shot that guy right there. Ooh, that doesn't trigger on him. That's not good. Let's just quickly get rid of him there. Also, another guy that I saw running about. Oh, let's not push that corner. That will get me killed. This will also potentially get me killed. Never mind. He gets himself killed. Let's back up here, though. That wall opening is very dangerous. Sadly, I've used all my smoke now. So yeah, can't really escape here as well anymore. But I think I can kind of go right over here. Look to the right and just kind of watch this road right in front of us. Oh, no, I can't, because there is a Panzer IV right there. So we'll get rid of him, and now we can potentially retreat, because I'm not sure if I can actually pen that Italian from the front. I mean, I might be able to. But there's also no need to risk it, because I can just back into cover here and have to reload. Ready rack ammo anyway. Alright, I'm gonna try and kind of maneuver around this Italian right here. Although he seems to be completely ignoring me now. Never mind, I thought he was very cautious of my existence, but it turns out that is not the case after all. So of course we have very, as I was about to say, easy shot on him, but we admittedly don't do so well. Is that an enemy tank right there? No, it's dead. So, well, I guess no harm in checking there. I believe our team has essentially eradicated them. Yeah, there we go. They only have like 5 or 6 players left. So I guess we can, yeah, slowly move towards their spawn opening here. Or maybe we can't actually, because we're getting strafed. Alright, now there's a bit of a problem. And we have a dead engine. And there's also a tank in front of me. And I'm also spotted on their map. So yeah, that is definitely, you know, not the most ideal combination. I believe that plane is now dead, so that's the good news. The bad news, of course, is that they still know where I am. But luckily, I guess my engine seems to be repairing very soon now. And the enemy team seems to be preoccupied with shooting my other teammates. So I can potentially just try and run up behind them and see how it goes. But that is a bit of a risky thing to do, so I don't know if I should actually be doing that. Oh, I should be doing that because he's looking right at me. I'm also getting artillery called on me right now, so I guess that's another reason to leave this area. Because, you know, don't really want to be killed by or killed in a very preventable way. And also we're still spotted on their map, so that's also not very good for a very lightly armored vehicle. Alright, there we go. We do see a Chinu or a Chinu 2 or whatever. Yeah, I'm not pushing that though. Not when he's very aware of his surroundings. I'm gonna let my friendly Sherman here know that there is a tank like right behind him. Admittedly though, he isn't really too aware of his surroundings, but there we go. We can get rid of that guy right there. So it seems like there's a light tank to the right of us. I really hope that Abrams, or not Abrams, the M4-105 can deal with them, but he failed, so we're gonna have to get really creative here because that guy is, yeah, coming after us. Should have shot him there, maybe. Should definitely shoot him because he's looking right at me. And now we can, I guess, focus our attention back to this Panzer IV, but never mind, we actually survived the game with 14 kills, so yeah, that's really, really nice. Alright, for my next battle, I'm here on Flanders, and of course the first thing I'm going to do is to maybe not actually capture the zone, because this thing in capturing zones don't really go too well unless, you know for a fact that you won't get artillery. The problem is on this map, well, of course, to start, so basically guarantee that we'll eventually get artillery here, but maybe not actually, because it hasn't happened so far. Now we do hear that guy there, that's why we shot him. Don't really hear anybody else though, so I don't really know what I can do right now other than sort of move up a bit here. because that seems to be the only option for me right now. Or maybe I'll go to C. Alright, now I do see at least one guy right over there. He's probably a bit far away. I'm not sure if I can exactly engage him from here, but you know, might as well try. And there we go, very nice. This thing's actually surprisingly easy to aim. I don't really want to stay here though, because as far as I know, there's at least one KV2. There is also like a martyr down there somewhere. You know, things that we don't really want to have shooting at us. So yeah, for now I think I'll probably just stay here and see how the battle develops. Alright, there's a martyr all the way down there. And he's actually got into lower terrain now, so I'm not going to bother shooting at him. Don't really know what happened to that KV from earlier. He's probably still roaming around the place somewhere there, but I don't think he'll look at me, so I should be good. There's also another tank here to my right, so I might go deal with him later on. But right now this martyr is kind of my priority right now. I'm going to try and fire off around there. That missed. Gonna aim a bit lower, and there we go. The HE got him. So I can instantly reverse out of here because now everyone knows where I am. And I can go and protect the B point actually because it's getting captured. Alright, here we go. Here is a very clueless T-28. So we're just going to get rid of him. That seems like it's the only guy there. So then we can hopefully just recapture without getting artilleried. And then we can perhaps move a bit closer to their spawn. Or we can go after this guy. That of course works as well. Oh, sadly you only get an assist though. Ooh, that is a martyr. I should definitely go after there. And yeah, there we go. Very nice. Now I don't know what happened to that Panzer III or whatever from earlier. And was I just shot there? Yeah, that would be very likely. So you know what? I'm going to back up right now because I want that SU-122 to forget about me. Don't really know his range, so I guess I might as well determine that right now. 450 meters, alright. So we might as well scale that into our rangefinder right here. And it looks like he's backed off though, so you know what? I think I'm going to try and hide in this divot here in front of me, just like I did before. And I'll perhaps try and go after this T-50 who has yeah, kind of appeared right here. Alright, there we go. Of course, you know, not the best of aiming, but a kill is a kill. And oh, that doesn't pen. That's a bit odd. There we go. That's better. And now we can just safely back into cover. I mean, this thing's really good at kind of shooting, missing, hitting, then running away because it just has such a good reverse gear and really good responsibility. Yeah, there we go. English is not catching up with me right now, but it's fine because hopefully you guys know what I am trying to say. Now there's at least one tank here. I saw potentially a second one as well. There's also a third. I'm gonna load a HE shell right here. I do not want to really mess with that, so we're just going to get rid of him. And maybe now we can try and advance towards... Ooh, that's a KV2. That is pretty dangerous. That wasn't a very good shot, so maybe I should be a bit more conservative on the trigger right now because I am starting to run out of ready rack ammo. Ooh, there we go. Very nice double kill there. Luckily, both of my shots actually, yeah, hit the target, so that's always nice. You'd have to aim a bit more higher than this, but it's actually surprisingly easy to get used to. So, yeah, it isn't as bad as something like the Sturmpanzer, or, yeah, I can't really think of any other comparable vehicles right now. Maybe that Swedish recoilless HE thing. That thing also has a very, I guess, tough to aim, or it is very tough to aim because you have to aim so high. But in this one, this tank, it doesn't really feel like that. It feels a whole lot easier. This is a tank, I just noticed. So we'll just, yeah, quickly get rid of him there. There's also a tank all the way down there. It's actually kind of good. Okay, maybe not so good. If I just aim, like, here-ish. There we go. Very nice. He is gone. And, you know, I guess when fighting at range, you do have to be a bit more careful about not wasting your rounds. I guess that's why I also load like 30 APHE shells in this tank, because you know, you reload them really quickly, and you, I guess, recharge them quickly as well into the ready rack. So it's always best to carry a lot here, and it doesn't really matter how many you carry, because regardless of where you get hit, you explode or you don't anyway. Or the shell goes right through you, only gets one crew member. That has also happened quite a few number of times to me. Alright, now what I'm doing is actually very risky because I'm out in the open, but there are a lot of targets in front of me which I want to go after. So first target is of course Panzer 38 here. Second target is not this guy. I should have loaded HE for him. There we go. And there was also a Panzer 4 or something to the right earlier, so that's also something that I have to pay attention to. There's also another SPA right there, so I guess I could load HE for him. And you know what, I think I will actually. Never mind, I won't. Because I don't have any left. There's also a Whirlwind right there. He's actually out of spawn protection, surprisingly enough. The problem is, I don't have any radar rack ammo left anymore, so I'm gonna have to kind of hide here. Hopefully I'll be able to reload one more round before the game ends, so that I'll just be able to get a quick kill on that Panzer 4 there. To give myself something like I believe a 15th kill even. So yeah, there we go. Game is over. We have, yeah, 15 kills, 2 capture zones. I mean, you know, this isn't something that you'd always get, but you know, it's not big rarity either. Alright, for our next battle, we are here on Eastern Europe. No, we're not. We're on Ardennes. I keep forgetting the names of the maps. But yeah, usually what I do is I kind of go to the B point. But not today though, because we're in a Sav, and you know, I'm gonna have to try and kind of flank around here. Or I don't have to, but I want to, because this thing is extremely strong, of course, when shooting people from the side, and I think to do this on this map is the most appropriate for me right now, because usually at this tier, you don't have too many people trying to flank around. I mean, we do hear like the one guy right in front of me. Don't really know what he is though. Hopefully he isn't like someone that can scout me, because that would be very detrimental. But you know, looks like it's a chaffee, so it can scout me. It's not so good. Let's just try and get his cupola right there and run away, because I am scared that I might be scouted. So yeah, maybe I'll have to stay a bit more passive right now, but I think I may take my chances and just try and push around here. Although I think staying out in the open is probably not such a smart thing to do. So I'm maybe gonna try and back out behind this hill that I just pushed over. And potentially also, oh, that's bad. Potentially also deal with this guy. There we go. And hopefully I'll be able to survive. Alright, so right now I've kind of ended up appearing right beside their C point, which is maybe a bit early in this stage of the game. And maybe I should have shot that guy as well. But it's fine, because he has no idea about my existence. He does now, but luckily I guess I'm able to finish him off before he does anything too crazy with scouting. There's also another guy right behind him. Hopefully he's like just as clueless. In fact, I'll just try and push him right here. I can't see anything. There we go. That was pretty close right there. But yeah, luckily I don't think he knew where I was, so I could just kind of back up here. Looks like there's a stug or something. Oh, that is bad. That is really bad. There's 2 tanks that I can deal with HE. Maybe the first one I'll just AP, because I'll just hit some weird part of his tank. Yeah, no, I'm not hitting someone who's behind target cover though, and yeah, no, sadly we get cast here, so unfortunately we do die. Alright, I have finally made it back to the area where I died. Now, yeah, I mean, there isn't really a whole lot much going on anymore, because it looks like my friendly Sav has also been kind of cleaning house with his 1.2 second reload. So there isn't really a whole lot left for me to do here, which I guess can be seen as good. Now, there is a stug right there. I'm not sure if he's out of spawn protection or not. He most definitely is not. I almost got his transmission there. Sadly, he's a bit of an awkward angle, so I'm not sure if I'm able to kill him. But okay, that's a pretty good start. Aim a bit higher, and wow, I actually managed to hit his cupola from here. So definitely more luck than skill there. But hey, you know, it's always nice to be able to get those kills. There does seem to be an Ostwind. No, there doesn't seem to be an Ostwind, because he's died now. So that's all nice and cool. But yeah, I think this is basically this game, unless anything else special happens. Ooh, yeah, no, that will kill me. I think that's actually the same guy from before as well, so yeah, GG to him. Alright, there we go. Well, in the end there, we only got like 7 kills. But I guess you could also see in this game that this thing isn't exactly invincible and that it's pretty easily countered by planes, autocannons, and artillery. But yeah, I mean, that basically does it for this video. I mean, I'm just gonna quickly check my stats now. I mean, I've already showed them at the start of the video as well, but if I just check Sav right here, I mean, 64 and 8 with a 90% win rate. I mean, you know, you can accuse me of like cherry-picking gameplay, but the stats speak for themselves. And currently I have KD of like 8, so you know, that's pretty solid. And you know, not everyone's gonna have this, of course, but you know, this isn't normal. And yeah, it's just a vehicle that really suits my playstyle. And if you're thinking of getting it, then I can definitely recommend it because it's really fun. You know, the shell is really good. The shells are both actually really good. And of course, you know, the reload never gets old because it gives you time, or rather, it doesn't give the enemy time to shoot you, while you can sort of miss one shot and shoot again and still be able to get rid of them before they shoot you. So yeah, that's quite nice. But anyway, that has been it for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.